It's been a few days. Been waiting for this stuff. This is what this season is all about. Hey, welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. This is Chris. All right, Monday afternoon. Got the sun out. Gonna go check some cows quick. Not sure what Dad's schedule is this afternoon, but I'm assuming he'll show up. He's got to do some paperwork. And this gate is open again. This is like 4 days in a row. They keep opening this thing. Well, whatever. I also got to start thinking about how we're going to get our steers. We got to haul Wednesday somewhere north of the border. Not totally sure how we're going to do that yet. But I want to scope a couple of these girls out because I do know our second AI group is coming up quick. And I do know that some of them are getting kind of close. We are, 8 days away from them being due. All right, I did grab our CF10. She's got a little ways to go on the bag yet. But her back end is definitely showing some good signs. But she is bred to Moneymaker, which I'm pretty excited about from the standpoint that she always throws big calves. The hope is to get a nice heifer out of that with a much lower birth weight, but still gets that performance out of her, because she does produce a really nice calf every year. And I'm not saying I need a lot lower birth weight. She usually hovers around 100. I want 95, like 95, 92, low 90s. Low 90s would be really nice. Also, we still have a little Nala in here that still about the same as yesterday, but we do have a little bit of a plan for her. We're going to bump her back into the green gate pen where Cora is. Cora is going to go in the back. Still waiting for Cora. Now she is technically 11 days late or 9 days early for a kingpin. So DNA tests all around for this one. All right, Dad's gonna grab a bale of straw. I got hay fed cows and hay fed to the calves. They needed a bale, but I need to, there's 2 animals in there I need to sort out, and one needs to stay. And we got CF10 north of the border. When you're getting picked on by the calves, you move pretty easy when you're called. All right, boys are bedded down. We're bedding them like every few days, and they keep getting dirty. This is darn Wisconsin weather. That's why it'd be awesome to have a building. It'd be so much easier to keep clean. Yes, you'd have to clean it more often, but you wouldn't have to deal with so much snow and rain and all that stuff. But this ruler bull back here, that dude's the real deal. He's good. I like him a lot. So right now, Dad's gonna grab silage, and like I might have mentioned earlier, because we have so much extra silage, like we did with the steers, we're gonna bring some silage back, dump either one decent pile or a couple small piles for these 5 pairs back here, so these cows get a little bit of silage to supplement their hay. Eventually one of those red feeders will come back here because they have solid bottoms, We just have to get it loose because they're frozen in place. And while Dad drops down the silage piles, I will check over the calves, make sure everybody's doing okay. As they are definitely loving on their bale. And these guys definitely have good straw. Come on, buddy. I don't know why you're like laying in the worst spot. Yeah, way more stuff. I was probably in the sun. Oh, we check everybody out. Got our bold ruler. And this is our money maker. Right, buddy? And then this is Jeff. This is our other bold ruler. This is the one that had a little bit of a weak wheel, but he's still doing nice. Either mom might have stepped on him a little bit, or you know, he just a little weak from something, I don't know. But he gets around, he eats. He's doing good, so I'm sure that'll come and strengthen up real nice. And this is our first kid, our Gibbs Essential calf. His left ear gonna be a little short, but that's all right. He's doing really well. So Gibbs Essential out of an eagle, out of a true justice. Can't complain there. All right, cows are definitely waiting for me. Well, we just spent the last 45 minutes dealing with that heifer, the one that's kind of hurt. Still just not really sure what happened to her. All right, another day, another dollar, I guess, huh? Tuesday afternoon. And apparently we got another quick 1.5 inches of snow. I think we're supposed to get some more flurries later. We'll wait and see if they're rare and scattered. Tonight, the biggest goal for tonight, not sure exactly how we're gonna set it up or do it, but these two boys right here need to get in the barn. So we've got some ideas how we want to do it, but end result to be determined. My favorite part about giving silage to the cows, besides all the nutritional benefits, is I get to come back here and scope all the kiddos out. Just to make sure everybody's doing okay. We want to double check. A little 301 back here. Love the kingpin. Check this guy out and make sure he's doing pretty good. And the straw turned out perfect. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. You get up, huh? Yeah, he might be a little swollen in this joint right here, so take him a little bit to get over that if that's one of the issues. Really nice bold ruler right here. Right, buddy? And then we got our money maker. Yeah, so I mean, he gets around pretty good. Oh yeah, I mean, is it 100%? It might not be 100%, but he's doing pretty good. It's getting way better. All right, time to pen up the bull, hopefully. And he actually kind of knows what's going on here, because he already came back. All right, we just dump his pile as far to the side as possible. We'll see if we can get this closed. And no problem whatsoever. That is one plus for feeding grain. He goes where he likes to go because he's got food there. And then I can close the gate. All right, now we got to get these two steers out. And hopefully I can. Of course, they all just walked out. We'll see how this goes. Now we want to put them in the long pen, but then let them go in that side gate, which that sometimes gets a little interesting. So that is definitely a waiting game. Because we just have that little wooden gate that you go through on that side opening, and then you know you've got them up there. It's a spot they haven't used in, I don't know, a year, if not longer. And they've probably only gone through it once, so they really don't know that it exists. Unfortunately, for at least tonight, that dude's by himself. Got some pretty decent looking guys in here. Last thing on the list for tonight, we got to go down, hook up the trailer, and we also got to put the door on, but that's not too hard. Well, one thing we needed to do was put the door on. So it's nothing crazy, but we still got to do like down underneath, and you know, sometime this spring we'll get that done too. Hey, good morning. All right, it is steer loadout morning. We got 2 more going out this morning. These are our 2 last, like really stupid pigeons. These are our last 2 really big ones. Now, because of the way everything is situated, we are a little cramped for space, so it'll be a little tricky. We got those 2 cows, and they're gonna have to stay outside, so I'm gonna have to distract them with some grain while we get the trailer in here and get them loaded, which we've done before. That shouldn't be a huge deal. And I'm not too concerned that these guys aren't gonna load up halfway decent. They should be fine. It shouldn't be too bad at all, especially since they're not coming from the back pen. They just got this little space. I'm gonna basically open the gate. They're gonna do a 180. They're gonna push that back corner. They're gonna do a 180 and come up. So they're actually not gonna be as excited as the ones that would come from the back. All right, so like I told Dad, the time that we needed them to go on really easy was the time they went on really easy. Oh, we are all loaded up. 2 big butts. All right, I've only got a couple minutes until I need to be in the house. I am going to lock up that 75 heifer, just so that she is locked up. She's out of, so that there's no issue with her. Dad doesn't have to worry about her later and all that kind of stuff. So let's go. Let's go. Come on. There we go. It is, what is it, 5:30? Just after 5:30? It is 5:34. I've got about 10 minutes. Do a turnaround and get my butt to work. So I'll catch you guys later. All right, we're back. Dad got those steers hauled in this morning. I actually had a little bit of a not so good adventure. Had a little bit of snow yesterday, but then this morning it was cold and really windy, so a lot of drifting. So the roads were really crappy, and they want you to have them there by like 9 o'clock in the morning. Little Nikon was in heat today. See if you can get a good look at her. Yeah. Her back's rubbed raw. All right, it is Thursday afternoon. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. We actually have something to talk about. Well, not really talk about, but something to show you. It's been a few days. Been waiting for this stuff. This is what this season is all about. It's springtime. I didn't think we'd have this kind of a lull at the beginning of the season. Yeah, of course, Mom's gonna take a dump. Ooh, just missed her. You got a little Gibbs Essential heifer. So this is KM75. This is our bold ruler heifer this year, out of a state of war. She had to work a little bit. For whatever reason, she did not get really swollen in the back end. And I think that really slowed her down. Oh, and today will be like day number 4 with the high C boots. And not too bad. Not really anything to complain about. So far, they're plenty warm enough. They're plenty comfortable enough. The only minor complaint, for whatever reason, the left insert would like ride up as I walk. I don't know if because I have just a smidgen too big a size or something, but yeah, it would just, as I would walk, it would just keep working its way back. So I just got some double-sided tape, put a couple chunks of that on there, and so far so good. Been walking around a while and it hasn't really moved on me. So yeah, we will need to find out if that girl has sucked or not. And I am going to take a little video of our heifer and send it to our vet and get her 2 cents worth on that. All right, so pretty eventful, and sorry I wasn't able to record any of that. So got a response back from our vet, and what they said, or what she said she thinks she might have, and honestly the treatment is really just gonna give us more time and basically take care of anything else that potentially would be, but it's some stupid little thing that gets in their brain and makes them go a little goofy. So maybe not the greatest prognosis, but even if she can get out of it and get to the point where she can get sold as a nice feeder, we're gonna work the protocol and see what happens after that. Hey, happy Friday. All right, it is ridiculously nice outside, and our last calf that we tubed yesterday, she's got a little bit of bow to her back legs. I think they get that from just running out of space. She was sucking, and actually she's sucking right now, because she does have some pretty good stems on them. And sometimes when those calves run out of space inside mom, they'll get a little bow to their leg, but she'll straighten out in a hurry. But I got to get these cows in here because we got to get this scraped. We got water running in the barn. That's not good. All right, come on, girls. Come on. Let's go. There we go. And another pretty cool thing that happened today is we got this guy. Another John Deere. This one's a 4230. So this is a little bit smaller than our 44. These are about in that, 105, 110 horsepower range. There is not a turbo on here. It does have a decent amount of hours on it, but it does run good. It drives decent. Really nice tires all the way around. The backs are almost brand new. This is a quad range, just like our other one. There are a few things we want to do to it. It does have a little bit of a battery drawdown, so we got to diagnose that. And then there's also a little bit of a fuel leak on the side that we knew about, so probably just an O-ring or a seal, so we want to figure that out. And then we got to put new steps on it. But all things that we knew, but we still got it for a pretty decent price. It was from the other side of town. The guy actually delivered it for us. And then we also want to change the muffler out, at least that top portion of the stack. So a couple of things we want to do to it, but the metal's all pretty straight. There's not a lot of rust on it. So yeah, we made our upgrade. So no, we haven't sold the 29 yet. We still want to do our stuff we want to do to it, but we found that one. Like I said, it's in decent shape. There's a few things we want to do to it, sure. You know, it's a used tractor with hours. But it runs pretty solid. And I think we can, with a little bit of work, we can get that thing operating really decent, and it'll be a nice upgrade for us. And Cora May's still doing Cora May things. And little Nala still doing little Nala things. We did give her her first shot of penicillin. The regiment is, for what the vet thought she might have, would be penicillin per body weight. A little bit on the heavy side, but for I think it's 5 to 7 days, and then reevaluate at that time. So the withdrawal point or withdrawal time on penicillin is like 45 days. So after the last shot, she has to stick around for at least 45 days in order for us, if we want to sell her, to possibly go in any kind of beef, like to actually go for beef or something like that. Well, I hope Cora May don't sneeze. That's the way a heifer is supposed to look like. 75 wasn't even close to that. And I don't know if that's maybe because 75 is a little over conditioned, but oh well. I think the next video you'll see her calf. I'm pretty confident. It's the end of the day. It's Friday. Happy Friday, guys. I'm gonna head out and go get a fish fry because it's Fish Fry Friday. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please, on your way out, smash that like button. Help support the channel. And also, if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments. Love that interaction. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for coming along.